Yesterday, I had this idea of improving my creativity output and less consumption-based activities and such. And I thought by creating more YouTube videos of just things that I learned every day, not necessarily having a written goal in mind or any scripts to go along with things that I'm doing and stuff. So I just thought to make like weekly videos, and the videos would consist of my day-to-day of stuff that I learned or things that I would just like to talk about, things that go through my head, because there's things that I write about or talk about to myself that just stay to myself, and I feel like that I am not able to further embrace those thoughts without actually expressing it in some type of form that is strictly to myself. So I thought that by creating these videos, it would more so just encourage me, and as a reminder to myself to look back on these videos pretty consistently and see what I have improved and what I can improve. And I originally just thought making them weekly, like I said, but then today I was like, why don't I just make them whenever I feel like it, or every day? Like, there's truly nothing stopping me, and I think it'd be more fun. So that is what I'm doing. And the premise of it is just to increase my creativity output, because that's what I would like to do, and more so just for myself as well. I would like to see what I'm thinking and see how I can do better in the things that I would like to do better. And today, these videos are also going to be, I guess, I'm going to try to do as little editing as possible, because I want it to be as like raw and as me as possible, I guess, because otherwise I'm worried about too much, and then I'm too fixated on like ending the video, restarting. So unless I take long pauses or like zone out and whatever, then I'll do that. But today it is February 17th, 2026, and what really struck my mind today was there was this guy when I was at work who walked in, and he handed me this piece of paper, and it was about him. He says on the title is his philosophy of life, and he just talked about how we can only control ourselves. You know, you can't make other people like you, can't make other people love you. You should be able to observe and accept the things that come your way. In simple terms, there was several paragraphs, and it took me a little bit to read it because I was also working, so it's kind of back and forth between talking and such, but I still have the piece of paper. It is over here, but I thought it was pretty interesting, and I think that more so encouraged me to embrace upon the idea that you should appreciate what others appreciate, because I don't think people do that enough, or maybe they think it, but I don't think it is expressed enough, at least physically or verbally, with people's expressions, especially nowadays. I don't know, maybe it was with the COVID and just more media intake that everyone is consistently consuming with, but I feel like an appreciation for others' own thoughts and hobbies and interests is just taken lightly, or not really taken at all. Because I notice a lot in others, if you are talking to them, sometimes they'll just be on their phone scrolling, and that's just, it doesn't show interest. And even though that could be with your friends and they're just like not having it, like with strangers, I think you should really be consistent with strangers and talking to them about their interests and getting to know them, because you don't know them, and they are quite literally expressing how to get to know them. Like with him, he put it out on a piece of paper how to get to know him. Literally every single thing about him was right there. He had a little business card. It was pretty funny, and I thought it was more so inspiring, if anything. So I really like the idea of being able to appreciate not only yourself, but for others surrounding you, whether you are related to them through family, you are just very emotionally bonded with them, like a close friend or like a soulmate relationship, or even if it's someone you never met, you're at work and they come stumbling across you. Yeah. people, you should be able to appreciate others, and more importantly yourself, because to appreciate others you must appreciate yourself first as well. I think that goes along with forgiveness. You cannot forgive others until you forgive yourself, because how can you forgive them if you are still stuck on your own path? And a lot of that goes into acceptance. Yeah, I'm a little mind blank for words right now. Maybe it was just a long day, but I think I'm also going to learn a lot throughout making these videos of being more articulate and just putting my words together faster. And maybe I should write stuff down beforehand so I kind of just have a general idea of what to speak about beforehand. But this whole thing is just kind of a draft, and perhaps I'll have a video tomorrow. Who knows? But I appreciate everything that comes your way.